On Meadowview Street by Henry Cole. Henry Cole is the only name on the cover, which means that Henry Cole was the author and the illustrator of this book. Here's our title page. On Meadowview Street. It was a big day. Caroline and her family were moving into their new house on Meadowview Street. After things were unpacked, Caroline's dad decided the grass was too tall, and he got busy mowing the lawn. Caroline was about to explore the new street to see if there was a meadow on Meadowview Street when she noticed a small blossom. "It's beautiful," thought Caroline to herself, and all alone. The mower was getting closer. Caroline thought, "I better do something quick." The mower came to a halt. "Daddy," Caroline pleaded, "couldn't you mow around my flower?" He said, thinking. "Well, that's less mowing for me." Caroline raced into the house. She poked around the boxes in the basement. "Aha," she smiled. "Some string and some sticks, just what I need." Before long, Caroline had made a small wildflower preserve. Then she noticed another flower had bloomed nearby. Her preserve got bigger and bigger and bigger. "That butterfly seems to like my little garden," Caroline thought happily. As the new grass grew taller, more flowers popped up all over the yard. Soon there were different kinds and different colors everywhere. Caroline's dad had a great idea for the mower. That's a for sale sign. One day Caroline sat in her preserve in the heat of the sun. "My garden needs a shady spot," she said to her parents. "A shady spot sounds nice," replied Caroline's mom. And soon a truck made a delivery. Caroline's mom took pictures. "Welcome to your new home," said Caroline to the maple tree. The next day, as Caroline admired the maple tree, a wren landed on the end of a shovel. "Oh, you're looking for a home too," said Caroline. Caroline and her dad got to work. They found some plans for building birdhouses. Caroline helped cut the wood and nail the pieces together. "Perfect," thought Caroline, and so did the wren. In no time, there were birds and insects everywhere, around the tree and zipping among the flowers. Soon the wren house was full of twigs for a nest. Caroline wanted one more thing. "We need a place where everyone could get a drink of water," she said. The next day, she and her dad began building a pond. They dug a large, shallow hole and lined it with a heavy plastic sheet. Caroline added plants that liked living in water. She lugged large rocks to the edge, making ledges and little caverns for creatures to live in. The more Caroline and her family worked in their yard, the more it changed. It was now a home to many things. Her neighbors are always watching. And soon the Jacksons' yard changed, and the Smiths, and the Sotos. Now there really was a meadow on Meadowview Street. Here are all the creatures that were able to live in her yard. And a home for everyone. And the very last page shows a picture of her neighbors, and I think that everybody decided to make a meadow in their yard since it was called Meadowview Street, and they saw how many wonderful creatures came to live at her house. All right, that was